We have 2 minutes until we go live, and the welcome will come from Justice Weber. So you will know what to expect.
The Appellate Division First Department is now in session. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Appellate Division's virtual admission ceremony. Ms. Guerrero, would you please proceed?
Thank you, Justice Renwick, and good afternoon. May it please the court. I, Veronica Guerrero, counsel to this court's Committee on Character and Fitness, am honored this afternoon to present to the court 26 applicants for admission to the bar. Further, I am pleased to report that the committee has examined the records of each applicant appearing here today. Accordingly, and on behalf of the committee, I certify that each applicant appearing here this afternoon does possess the requisite character and fitness to merit admission to the bar of the state of New York, and I do hereby move for their admission.
Thank you, Ms. Guerrero. In advance of today's ceremony, my colleagues and I have considered this very important motion to admit these candidates to the bar, and they have authorized me to grant the motion. The motion is granted, of course. As always, Ms. Guerrero, I ask that you please extend the sincerest thanks of the court to the committee, the members of the Committee on Character and Fitness, for continuing to make the great efforts that they've been doing, particularly under these extraordinary circumstances, to ensure that each of the candidates before us do indeed meet the important requirements for admission to the bar of the state of New York. These committee members work pro bono, that's without compensation, and my colleagues and I truly appreciate the service, their service in helping us to continue to continue the admissions process running smoothly. So thank you.
Thank you.
The clerk of the court, Susana Rojas, will now administer the oath of office.
Good afternoon, Justice Renwick. Good afternoon, candidates. I will administer the oath in the form of a question. I will ask you to raise your right hand. At the end of the oath, I will ask you to unmute your microphones and respond by saying, "I do." Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm to support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York, and to faithfully discharge the duties of the office of Attorney and Counselor at Law to the best of your ability? Please unmute your microphone and respond by saying, "I do."
I do.
I do.
I do.
I do.
Congratulations, attorneys. You may lower your right hand and mute your microphones, please. Thank you.
Congratulations. On occasions as auspicious as this one, one of our justices addresses the new attorneys, and today that privilege falls to my esteemed colleague, Justice Troy Weber.
Thank you, Justice Renwick. On behalf of my fellow justices, I would like to congratulate the newly admitted attorneys. I would also like to congratulate their parents, family, and friends who supported them both emotionally and financially. Traditionally, in the admission ceremony, the justices would process into the courtroom. Ms. Guerrero would present the candidates for admission to the court. If the motion was granted, the court officer would ask the candidates to please stand, raise their right hand. Ms. Rojas would then deliver the oath, and the court officer would then ask the attorneys to be seated. That change in status from candidate to attorney would not be lost on the attorneys or on the audience. Obviously, we would be in our majestic courtroom with its magnificent dome ceiling and the beautiful murals which line the walls, not in our homes and offices. Please do not think that because we are virtual in any way diminishes your accomplishments or your achievements. In fact, what you have achieved in these trying times and what you will continue to achieve is perhaps all the more commendable. You should all be very proud of yourselves and should definitely savor the moment with your family and with your friends, while of course practicing social distancing. I must tell you that when the idea of virtual admissions was first broached, it was met by skepticism by some. As you may have surmised, it required countless hours of planning, technological modifications, and a few miscues. However, we adapted. And that is the beauty and the hallmark of our profession. That is what being an attorney is all about, the ability to adapt, the ability to recognize an issue or a problem and find a solution, and the ability to work together to do so. These are certainly extraordinary times, and we are all confronted with extraordinary challenges, both personal and professional. However, we are also confronted with the ability to bring about change and to make a difference, the ability to make our world a safer place for each of us, our families, and our individual communities. And when I say we, it is because we are all in it together. We are all there to support, help, and encourage each other. There are many vehicles for making a difference. It may be volunteering to assist those less fortunate who are in need with legal issues. It may be serving as a mentor to current law school students who are facing a myriad of issues, which are multifaceted and have never been faced by law school students in the past. It may be by joining a bar association or becoming more active in your law school or college admissions programs. Whatever it is, the practice of law is certainly in flux. And while this may be frightening and uneasy to many, it is also in many ways exciting. It allows us all to think beyond what has been the norm, to explore new and arguably more effective and efficient ways of practicing law. And it allows us to explore what we can be and what the practice of law can and should be. With the oath you have just taken also comes a set of principles and obligations that now becomes a part of your life forever, whether you remain a practicing attorney or not. For the rest of your days, you and your actions will be judged in light of your education and your status as a member of this profession. While many of you may see this as a burden, it is also an honor. As many of you may be aware, today, March 8th, is International Women's Day, a celebration of women during what is also Women's History Month. The theme this year is Women in Leadership, Achieving an Equal Future, in a COVID-19 world. In keeping with Women's History Month, I think we should acknowledge some of the women who have made an impact in the legal profession. First, we have Catherine Stoneman, who was the first woman admitted to the bar in New York State. That was in 1886. Betty Weinberg Ellerin was the first woman appointed to this court, the Appellate Division, First Department, in 1985. And today's JP, Justice Diane Renwick, was the first African-American woman appointed as Associate Justice of this court. That was in 2008. Of course, Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg was the second woman appointed to the U.S. Supreme Court, the first being Sandra Day O'Connor. So I leave you now with the words of Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. She stated, "Work for what you believe in, but pick your battles. Don't burn your bridges. Don't be afraid to take charge. Think about what you want and then to do the work, but enjoy what makes you happy. Bring along your crew. Have a sense of humor." So attorneys, plunge deeply. You all bring fresh ideas and talents to a noble and great profession. Again, my congratulations to you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Justice Weber. This admission ceremony is now concluded. Court is adjourned. Good luck to you all.
Thank you all. The justices will log off. The new attorneys will stay on.